Okay, excellent. So, the next chapter is personnel. Now, personnel can be for a full company, or it could be just you. Whoever is functioning on the posts is the personnel. I'm going to just read the very first part just to give you an idea of the nature of this chapter and why it's relevant to you, whether you're one or many. It says, part 1. Okay, so this is mainly oriented to many, but still as one, the function is the same. Routing and tolerance of nudging. The ability to direct, guide, and position personnel to achieve optimal results is central to leadership. So you have more than one role if you are running a business at any given time. Sometimes you're the public relations guy, sometimes you're the actual service guy, sometimes, let's say you're in a bigger organization, sometimes you're running human resources, and sometimes you're just doing the bigger deals for the organization and being a representative in the way that a CEO would. Like, realize when you're changing these areas, these slots, and realize the responsibilities that go with each. See when you're changing modes, and then optimize each mode that you change to. This one particularly, when you have an organization, tolerance of nudging. The ability to patiently guide people without micromanaging or overpowering them is a critical faculty. Executives must be able to nudge individuals towards growth or change in a way that fosters autonomy while still moving toward organizational goals. This approach not only supports individual development, but also shapes the organization's public image by demonstrating a commitment to employee empowerment and growth. The next part there is understanding capacity and growth potential. Leaders need a mental grasp of individual strengths, capacities, and areas for development. This understanding allows them to assess the degree of effort required for growth, as well as how much nudging is appropriate without crossing over into overmanagement. It's crucial to recognize how personnel alignment with organizational goals can affect external perceptions and stakeholder trust. All right, so you as an individual should understand your strengths. I take photos, I can do it fairly well, I'm well studied in the area. And awareness of this will make it so that, for instance, in my organization, I have Ray do the video. Ray is the person behind the camera. He's our video specialist. I'll make him do the video because his spirit is suited to that, his training is suited to that. I'm suited to photography. I don't ever mix it up because I've understood the strengths of my organization. Within my own work as an individual, as a photographer, my strengths were always being able to make content and post it, as well as taking photos in itself. So I'd make sure that I have a bias towards my strengths, so that I'm not getting worn out by the other areas, although I'll know that, okay, because they're my weaknesses, I should tend to them and be careful with them, and try to work on them so that they're supplementary. This translates over into sales and marketing, in that you need to understand what area of expertise is yours and lean into that. If you're really good at designing flyers, lean into designing flyers. Do not fly out into the world and, if you're terrified of speaking people face to face, overly do that, when you can make a super mean flyer, work on it, and the spirituality element, that punch. If that punch is within this area of designing flyers, do what's real for you, do what's correct for you, and use this as your method. It's necessary to talk to some people. It is my chosen method, but there's many ways to grow. Understand yourself, understand your people, and align everything so that you are growing.